The R's. Hi and welcome back to my entire Blu-ray collection. Today we're looking at the R's, but quickly before we do that, I haven't done the Q's, and that's because I've only got two and there's no point in doing a whole video just for two, so I'm just going to lump them in here. So I've got Quartet, which I've only just got at the weekend. Had I not bought this, there would have only been one to show you, and that one is Quest for Fire. I had this originally on Betamax back in the 80s, and I seem to remember enjoying it for what it is. Yeah, and on to the R's, I guess. So I've got R.I.P.D. Rest in Peace Department in 3D. Another Arrow Steelbook, this one being Rapid. The Raid Part 2, or rather The Raid 2. The Railway Man from Arrow, Raising Cain. This is the limited edition slipcover 3-disc set. The Rambler, Rambo, Rango, Ransom, Ratatouille, Reanimator. This is a beautiful set from Arrow. It was only available in the US and Canada, I think. We never got this set in the UK because Reanimator is already available from someone else, so Arrow don't have the rights. But yeah, this is an awesome set. I got this on pre-order. I had it shipped over from America, and when it arrived I was very happy to find out, I didn't know when I ordered it, it was listed as being region B, but it turns out it's region 3, so that's great. Ready Player One 3D, Real Steel, The Rebound, Rec 2, Rec Genesis, Red Hill, Red, Red Lights, Red Riding Hood, Red Scorpion, Arrow release, and the window box Arrow release of Red Scorpion. And of course on the back there again you've got all the contents, booklet, poster, all the different artwork variations. The Real Heroes artwork and slip edition of Red Sonja, Redacted, Red Line, The Reluctant Fundamentalist, Remember Me, Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. I've only watched this one time and I struggled, I really did. I know at the time I was quite tired when I watched it, and I was fidgety and I just couldn't get through it. When this actually came out back in the 80s, I'm sure it was in the 80s, I remember seeing it in the video shop, and it was Remo Unarmed and Dangerous. I don't know if this is the original title or whether that was the original title, or if that was a title for the UK back when it first came out. I don't know, but I really want to give this a rewatch because I want to give it another go. Repo Men, this really is a good film. I enjoyed that. Reservoir Dogs. Then we move on to Resident Evil, and there's quite a lot of these, and there's a fair bit of double dipping, but this is one franchise that I really do like. And at one point I had most of the steelbooks apart from the pop art ones, and I kind of sold. I didn't get rid of all of them. I think I've still got one. I kind of regret it now. I wish I kept them, so I might end up buying them again because most of them are relatively cheap. Anyway, we've got Resident Evil, Resident Evil Apocalypse, Resident Evil Extinction, Resident Evil Afterlife. This being with the slipcover. I don't know if any of these original first movies came with slipcovers or not, but I've never seen them. And I've also got Afterlife in 3D and Resident Evil Retribution, again with the slip, and Resident Evil Retribution in 3D. Same artwork though. It would have been nice if they put different artwork on the cover of the 3D. And then pretty much a close-up of the same artwork again, but this time it's Resident Evil Retribution 3D steelbook, and I think that is the only steelbook, the only Resident Evil steelbook that I still own. Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, again with slipcover, and the final chapter in 3D without the slipcover, and once again they've gone with the same artwork. Don't know why. Then some of the animated. I'm still missing one of the animated films, but I've got Resident Evil Degeneration and Resident Evil Damnation. I haven't seen this one yet. This one, I didn't really enjoy that one so much, but this one I haven't seen yet. Retroactive. This film I really enjoy. I remember seeing this on TV in, I think it was 1999. Really loving it, but I don't think I saw it from the very beginning and didn't know the title of it at the time, but really enjoyed it, and it took me a few years till I came across it again to figure out what the actual film was called. But yeah, I really do like this one. It came out from 88 Films a few years ago. Some more Arrow, Return of the Killer Tomatoes, Return to Horror High, one of 88 Films slasher classics. This one being Spine number 25 from 1987. And Reunion, The Revenant. This was a bargain 50p pickup from the car boot sale. Revenge for Jolly. Ribbit in 3D. Is it in 3D? Yeah, 3D. Richard Hammond's Invisible Worlds. Riddick. The Riddick Collection. This being Pitch Black, Dark Fury and the Chronicles of Riddick. 3-disc set. Ride Along. Rio 3D. Rio 2 in 3D. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Rise of the Foot Soldier Part 2. Rise of the Krays. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Rise of the Shadow Warrior. Lots of things rising. Rise of the Zombies. Risen. Rising Sun. Some more 88 Films with River of Death. A very recent pickup from HMV, Riviera, first season. I don't know if there's any more. I did intend to have a look on IMDb, and for whatever reason I didn't. So I'm not sure if this is an entire series or whether it's just, like it says, the complete first season. And there's more, but I'm not sure. Robin Hood Series 1, the only series on Blu-ray in the UK. But then from Germany I've got Series 2 Part 1 and Series 3 Part 2. So I'm still missing Series 2 Part 2 and Series 3 Part 1. Russell Crowe's Robin Hood. It's the Ridley Scott one, isn't it? Yeah. It's not Russell Crowe's Robin Hood, but it's Robin Hood with Russell Crowe. The remake of RoboCop, which is a bit meh, really. Robot Overlords. Rock and Roller. I just saw the trailer for Guy Ritchie's new movie the other day, and it looks really, really good. Then we've got Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This being the it's just a standard Blu-ray, but inside a limited edition K2SO slipcover that was released on the just before the release of The Last Jedi at the cinema. Doesn't want to go back. No, there we go. Then got Rogue One, a Star Wars story, the 3D Steelbook edition, and Rogue One, a Star Wars story, the big sleeve edition. This being the first pressing, and as far as I know, the only difference is that label on the front there when they reissued it for the second time, or reissued it for the first time but issued it for the second time is what I mean. It didn't come with that label, but as far as I know there is no other difference, and I don't think it makes any difference to the value, which at one point was ridiculously high, but these days it's not particularly expensive, especially in CX. I think it's only about £8 or £10. Okay, moving on. Rollerball, another Arrow release. Ronin, the limited edition slipcover edition from Arrow. RPG, The Rum Diary. This film I really, really like. Run Lola Run. I've seen this so many times. It's just a good, fun, I don't know if fun's the right word, but enjoyable movie. Yeah, I can watch this pretty much any time. Runaway Train, another Arrow. Arrow set. Runner, yeah, I didn't like that so much. The Runner, another Nicolas Cage movie. Again, I'm not seeing that one. And finally for the R's, Rupture. A lot of people don't like this movie. I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't awesome. It's clearly a quite a low budget film, but it was, for what it was, I enjoyed it. It was, you know, decent sci-fi horror-ish, I suppose. Yeah, so there we go. Got through those pretty quick, I think, considering. So yeah, that's the two Q's and all the R's. The S and the T's I think are going to be epic. Certainly the S's, because there's a lot. But yeah, we'll move on to them next. So once again, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.